I would love to beat Zelda while pooping. I have more.
That was it, Sarah.
I have more.
That was the before.
Oh my God! Can you
the
imagine?
music. Good, great, awesome.
Over here, make sure
Upgrade
that's all set.
to awesome
Here
with
we
5 Hour Energy. 5 Hour Energy does not sponsor us, but hey, 5 Hour Energy.
If they did, I would say the
Sponsor
weirdest,
us.
I would say the weirdest shit for 5 Hour Energy, and I don't even drink them.
If you've wanted to know what sound looks like,
5 Hour Energy.
one big gulp of 5 Hour Energy will do the trick.
If
It's
you
even
want,
better than the Wicked Pissa.
if you want to see into the
Oh
past,
my God. That would be quite the challenge, all right? A big gulp filled with 5 Hour Energy versus the Wicked Pissa, which for those that don't know is an extra large Dunkin's cup filled with nothing but espresso shots.
oh my God, that sounds like
I definitely think that the 5 Hour Energy would go down easier because espresso is just so bitter, but 5 Hour Energy is so sour. So like I don't know.
I think your face would just like
Melt.
curl
Excuse
into
me.
itself.
Yeah.
So welcome,
It'd be like pouring salt on a snail.
Ugh.
welcome everyone to This Week in Gaming. We are live for the first time ever to end out 2017.
Hell yeah.
We're also all pretty sick. I don't know about Corey actually.
I'm
but
not sick. I'm doing just
Sarah
fine.
and I are pretty ill.
Yeah.
So that's
I'm doing
welcome
just
to it.
peachy.
Just because Corey
drink
drinks
is
and
peach.
eats all the healthy things like he should.
Yeah, and I eat exclusively garbage.
You say I eat healthy things. My dinner was mozzarella sticks that I microwaved.
It's true. I
don't know how you do it.
I ate an entire bag of veggie straws today.
They were veggie straws though. I don't know how to deal with fresh food. I just shoved an entire head of broccoli into like the crisper drawer in our fridge, bare because I don't know how to do broccoli. So
Just cut it.
we're doing pretty
up.
well. We're off to a good start.
We are. So we're going to talk about what happened in gaming this past week, and we're also going to touch on some of our favorite games from this year.
Hell yeah.
So if you're out there and you're listening and you'd like to chime in, if
Yeah.
you're out there live, that is, go ahead and hit us up with some of your favorite games of 2017, and
Yeah.
we will get to that.
Yeah, that would actually be a really fun discussion topic.
It would.
And if
So-
you're listening to this in the future, then hey, what's
The future
up?
when the regular podcast comes out.
Yeah. This is the uncut version.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Anything
you are
goes.
privy to
hold
all
on.
the crazy things we say that gets cut
Hold
in
on.
post.
I want to say a
Do
bad.
a lot of things get cut in post?
Not
Not
often,
really.
but
Sometimes
See, I know
rambling.
I listen back to us every week just because I want to know what you pick for the first
Oh, it's
for the
best.
first bit.
for the
Yeah, for the intro.
the
Yeah.
talking bit before the intro music.
Yeah.
I need to know every week.
It's important.
Hold on.
It is.
Since this is live, and no one can stop me, I'm going to say a bad word.
Uh-oh.
Frown.
Oh, no. And we've been blocked from Twitch.
Who raised you?
Thanks a lot, Sarah. There goes our streaming career.
I know. Okay, can we let's get started with actual games and
Yeah.
stuff.
Tell me about
Okay.
some games.
So, Nintendo Switch, hottest fucking thing of the year, I guess. I guess they're the little game cartridges that the games come on are little tiny baby.
They
things.
are like the half the size of a 3DS cartridge,
Yeah,
which blows my mind.
It's like basically a big SD card. The biggest that they come is 32 gigs, and Nintendo was planning on releasing 64 gig cartridges for developers to put like bigger games on or whatever.
Sure. I like bigger games. Everyone does.
But the cartridges are delayed until at least 2019 for
Ooh.
some reason that has
It's a
to
good
do
hot second.
for some reason that has to do with technical issues with formatting them. I don't know what that means.
I mean, that's fair because like I'd rather than be like, "Hey, it's going to take a little while longer than we thought to do this thing
Yeah, because
that
it's
you
broken.
want because it's broken and we need to figure out a proper way to fix it." Than them to be like, "Here's this broken thing.
Yeah,
Have fun."
yeah, I can appreciate that. It's
Still
funny.
a long wait.
Like, okay, 32 gigs is not that much when you really think about it, especially in the size of games. Like a Blu-ray disc, like movies or PS4 games or Xbox One games, the discs hold up to 50 gigs, and most games are between 20 and 40, 50 if they're really pushing it, and then you have another 50 gig update on when
Right.
you're going to fucking install the game. So, like, that's crazy. A lot of people are afraid, though, that because it might cost more to manufacture the 64 gig ones, that the games that come out on them might be more expensive.
Right.
Which would make sense, but it also wouldn't be cool.
Mm.
It's like, just because it has more size, I don't know. Like, don't make a $40 game a $50 game just because this medium is different. I don't know. It's really weird. I don't know what that's going to mean, but...
Yeah, we'll find out, I guess.
In 2019, so we don't have to worry about that for
yeah,
a
it'll
while.
be a little while. Excuse you. I have a lot of high hopes for the Switch.
Yeah.
It's definitely outperformed anything Nintendo has put out in the last decade, easily.
This isn't part of my news, but because it was just like a blurb, but I was reading today that the Switch has officially outsold the PS2.
Wow.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
What?
Like, that's not something I wanted to highlight, but I was going to mention it.
No, the PS2 was one of the best-selling consoles.
It's outsold the PS2. Isn't that fucking crazy? Everybody had a PS2.
I have 2 of them.
I have 2 of them too. I don't know how this happened to me, but it did.
I should, by that logic, I should have 3 PlayStation 3s. I only have 1. You can send them to my address.
Yeah. And you know what's funny? Now that it's been Christmas, my mom texted me last week and she was like, I found a PS2 in your stepfather's house. Should I give it to your brother for Christmas? And I was like, you found one? Where did you find one? You just found it in his house.
Hanging out.
It was plugged into the television.
Yeah.
On the stand beneath the TV.
I don't know. It was wild.
What a crazy spot for one. I never would have thought to look there.
As a little bit of a side note, speaking of finding consoles and just gifting old consoles to people.
Yeah.
I did actually but I'm letting my parents use the other Xbox 360 in the hopes that I can get my father to learn how to do the first-person shooter with the 2-stick.
Anything except for hang out on Facebook.
Yes.
Really.
But also because he can watch us on Twitch on the Xbox and not have to sit on his laptop.
Yeah. Shout out to Dad.
Shout out to Papa Duke and Mama Duke.
Yeah. Your parents are so cool.
They do watch our stream sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
So I can show him how to set that up, and I was like, plus the controllers are wireless, Dad. Like you can, you don't have to, because they have the other PS2 at their place too.
Oh, the technology these kids have
Technology's
these days.
great. I know.
And now everything's fucking Bluetooth, and it's like I could play PS4 on my toilet. Why would I? I'm not gonna, but I could.
We got enough Bluetooth devices to make a full set of
play the
dentures.
Switch on your toilet though.
I could. Ew.
All the places you need it.
I would love to beat Zelda while pooping. I have more.
That was it, Sarah.
I have more.
That was the before.
Oh my God! Can you
the
imagine?
Music clip. That was it. You beat me.
Can you imagine playing online, competitive with, or not competitive, but playing an online or an online FPS or any type of online game with your friends, and just you got that one friend on their Switch. And you're just like, hey, I'm pinned down over here. I need cover fire. And like, yeah, I'll be there in a minute.
Oh my God.
And you're like, oh no. Okay.
That hasn't happened to me, but I have been Skyping with somebody.
Oh no.
While they're using their phone or laptop.
Don't
or whatever.
Skype people you meet on Craigslist, Sarah.
And they kept doing the push to talk. And it was really weird because they hadn't been 10 minutes ago. And I realized, oh my God, you're pooping. You are pooping while talking to me.
Gross.
This is so uncool. I will wait here for you. I will wait. You go poop and come back.
What constitutes as uncool these days?
Yeah. Pooping while you talk to me on the phone or Skype or something.
I always found that really awkward. People who answer the phone in the bathroom.
Yeah, unless it's not.
No, I don't care who it is. I'll call you back.
Welcome to Everybody Poops, the podcast.
Yeah. Welcome to the Phlegmcast, where we only talk about poop for 45
Welcome
minutes.
to the things Proxy cuts out.
Nope, that's staying in. I don't feel like editing. So
I gotta say something better than Sarah's Zelda comment.
Yeah, good luck.
It might happen. I have more Switch news. Shinya Takahashi, who is a Nintendo. This is so long.
Kudos to you for not tripping on that.
Nintendo. I'm gonna trip over this. Nintendo's Entertainment Planning and Development Division Manager.
You didn't trip on it.
That's like a business card, like a foot
Can we just
long.
go ahead and get a round of applause for Sarah in the chat?
Says that Nintendo wants to look into making new designs and new type of attachments for the Joy-Cons. So they're not going to be limited to the green and pink, the red and blue, and the gray. Maybe they're working on it. I don't know if it's going to be little plates you can buy, or if they're going to make new Joy-Cons that you can buy, which would also be pretty cool. Also with the Switch, Nintendo is going to have a fee service like PS Plus or Xbox Live, where you pay a fee every month and you can play
Online. You can play online.
Play online with your friends, like games like Splatoon and shit, where you.
Ooh,
like,
that's fun.
Like a MMO. Like you can do that anyway. It's free right now. They were going to make it a fee-based service to play things online. For some reason, they've delayed it until sometime in 2018, probably.
Oh,
late
so now
2018.
it's free right now to do it?
It's free right now to do it.
So people are going to be pissed.
Oh, yeah.
Probably would have been better if they just had it not available.
Yeah. If it's been available this whole time as
Yeah.
free, people are going to be really mad. I remember reading about this when the Switch first came out, and I was like, when that happens, people aren't going to be happy. So I guess, like, if you don't feel like paying for yet another fucking online service, live it up now. Play Splatoon while you can.
Play Splatoon.
Spittoon. What a game that would be. Everyone's just competitive spitting into a bucket.
Ew, I would win. I have overactive saliva glands.
Yeah, I really, Roxy, can you just say what you just said, but in like a super nerdy, like...
Oh,
I have overactive saliva glands.
I do. When I was a kid, I used to just like have to get up and leave the room.
It's true. Ask my mom if you don't believe me.
Ask my mom.
What if that was your entire podcast? Was you saying gaming news and then Proxy like 2 seconds after
repeating
it,
Oh.
but in random accents?
Oh, I would hope that all of it would be in fucking Grandma June's voice.
I'd hope that all of it's in Grandma June's voice.
I can't do it. Also, I realized that my grandma's name was June.
You need to take up hardcore smoking, darling.
Sorry,
you gotta
Grandma.
go through 15 packs of Virginia Slims on a daily basis to get to this level. If I've got an opening in my face, I put a Virginia Slim in it and I light it up. Then you take one big breath in.
The face Proxy just made.
I want to die. Let's move on to
Then
the
you
news.
make sure to
Please
breathe
tell
out.
me some more news.
Let's move on to the news.
Sorry, darling. I had too much.
I
Tell me
shouldn't.
more news, Sarah.
I shouldn't have
Sarah, what
started
else
this.
Let's get back to the news. What happened in gaming?
Free PlayStation Plus games for January.
Yes, I'm very excited.
Okay, I want to preface this. I was reading on Game Rant, which is my least favorite website for anything. Sorry, shade.
I mean,
It is though. They were like, the PlayStation Plus games for January have been leaked. I was like,
They just released
Oh
them.
my
It
God.
hasn't-
it's the end of December. This isn't a leak. This is an announcement. What are you talking about? Okay.
wow.
For PS4,
What if we just started saying that everything
is a leak?
Every time they come out,
When a game is
the new games, they've
Can-
been leaked.
You realize I have to go and post a really salty shade article now about how the design for the PlayStation 4 Pro has been leaked.
oh my god, or something really obvious like how Pokemon Crystal releases on the 3DS Virtual on January 26th.
You know, like that time we had the
Leaked.
hidden message in the PlayStation 2.
Yeah.
Which, for
Sony's killing it.
if you guys haven't read that, check out our website. I've got the hidden message in the PlayStation 4 system. It's real good.
Yeah. For PS4 games, all of these start January 2nd, which is this coming Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Yeah.
Which I'm pumped about because let's get to those titles.
I was going to kill you in a second. For PS4, the first season of Batman the Telltale series, which I didn't know there was,
Oh, yeah.
and Deus Ex Mankind Divided.
I'm sorry. Did you say Day of Sex?
Deus Ex?
That's
Yeah,
a
no,
different
it is.
podcast.
That's a
That's-
whole different podcast. I'm not doing it
That's
with
an
you.
entirely different podcast.
For PS4/Vita, Uncanny Valley and Psychopath's Mandatory Happiness. For PS3, Sacred 3 and The Book of Unwritten Tales 2. And that one sounds kind of cool to me. I
Do
haven't
you
checked.
rate the tales?
Book? Isn't that just a diet, like a blank notebook?
It's just a journal.
This is the Book of Unwritten Tales.
This
probably-
is the diary of you. You
Dear
write
diary.
it yourself.
I'm probably going to check out that one because that one sounds kind of
Dear.
mysterious.
Diary.
It just makes me remember when we
Mood.
was going through Bioshock
Apathetic.
with Joe. And
My life is spiraling downwards.
oh no.
I hate you so much.
When I was running through Bioshock with Joe, and every time you run across a vending machine, it's like the circus of value. And eventually he was like, "Hey, it's the carnival of cheap shit," and I
my
lost
favorite.
it. It was great. It was
Oh,
good
that
times.
Joe. We'll have to have Joe on next week for our first episode of the year.
Oh, we got to open the year with artist at Joe Blay Designs.
Yeah. All of the games start January 2nd. and will be there until February 6th, which is the first Tuesday in February. And December games will be available till January 2nd. So you still have time to get whatever the fuck those were. They weren't that great as I remember. I don't know. Xbox games, Xbox Live games, whatever the fuck it's called when you like subscribe for free games and shit. There's a bunch of good deals when you do the Xbox games with gold thing, where you like get access to a bunch of games.
Is that kind of like the PlayStation?
It's like the PS Plus deals you get on the store.
No, I'm trying to think of PlayStation. Shoot, I don't remember what it is. The service where you get you have an entire library you have access to. That's not the free monthly games, but
yeah, I don't know. I think so. It's it's the same thing. There was a bunch of cool deals on that, but like, just go look it up because it was like 30 games. I'm not gonna list off 30 games. I'm sick. But the free games for just like regular everybody else. For Xbox One, The Incredible Adventures of Van Helsing 3.
Which is a long-ass title.
It is. And Zombie. ZOMBI.
Which is a short-ass title.
It is. For Xbox One and Xbox 360, Tomb Raider Underworld and Army of Two. And I watched Jeff and our friend play Army of Two for a long time because it's one of the only like couch co-op games that still exists. And it seemed pretty cool. So that was okay.
I really appreciate couch co-op.
I appreciate that in my house, I now have a fucking plethora of controllers. 2 months ago. You certainly
do.
2 months ago.
And none of them belong to me.
No.
We have a lot of TVs.
You can have...
We have a lot of game systems, and none of them are mine.
You can have my one black controller that came with the PS4 I got for Christmas.
Thanks to use it with my imagination.
It can be yours when you play with the cryptid roommates.
I
PS4.
own one video game.
And that's
played
Animal
it for
Crossing.
1 hour.
It on nothing.
Wait, I thought you own Animal Crossing. And you have a 2DS. So
I mean, okay.
you have a handheld.
That's fair. That's fair. I have no TV console.
You don't have a big one.
That's fair. Would you like one?
Only if it's a PS3.
Just the 3?
No, or 4. I forget. Listen.
No, it's fine.
I'm like a 90-year-old man.
I will forgive that.
I want the PS9.
9.
Ow, my foot is...
Is that the German PS4?
Yeah.
That doesn't exist?
9.
All right.
9. So, moving on from the free games.
Behind the scenes, if you're here live, you get a good cut of this one. We've only been talking for 20 minutes, and I only have one thing left. So if we want this to be longer than like 25 minutes, we're gonna have to talk about our favorite games for a while.
That was the plan, so I'm cool with it. I've got actually quite a few things I can talk about.
Great.
Trust me, I can talk. We know this. I can talk for days.
I know. Okay, so this one is sad.
Oh no.
Jim French, who voiced Bill in Left 4 Dead, Father Gregory in Half-Life 2, the Fisherman in Half-Life 2 Lost Coast, and the Elder Titan in Dota 2 died on February 21st.
You're crying.
But he was 89 years old. And I think he died peacefully, so it's like okay.
Sarah.
He was 89.
Sarah, I have some news for you. I got a little bit of a correction. You sure did just say February 21st.
Did I?
Yeah.
That's my birthday.
It's Sarah's birthday.
I've had a fever before.
It both hasn't happened. It has also not happened this week.
No, he
was December 21st.
He died in December. My birthday is February 21st. I don't know where my brain did that.
It's melting. All your cells in your brain are just melting into one gelatinous
My favorite
puddle.
part is that Proxy was going along with it. He was
Yeah.
like, yeah, February 21st.
Yeah, sure. I've had a fever for 4 days.
Listen, Corey, when you mess up on the air, you just run with it. You don't
Yeah.
you don't call attention to
Somebody
it like
else
we do.
is going to call it out later.
I hope so.
I'd rather.
I hope so. Call me out. I don't give a shit.
Call us out all the time. I love
I
it.
ruined
Fun
this-
fact, though, if you call Sarah out, you must also buy her a birthday present because you now know when her birthday is.
That is thanks. That's also true.
We'll link to her Amazon wish list.
I'll make a birthday list just for people who want to call me out. Catch these hands, bitch.
Wow.
But he died at age 80 which is
Wow.
amazing. I'm not gonna live that long. Good for him.
I hope to exceed that, but who knows?
Fuck that.
Like, our families are so hit and miss. Like, my mother's side, my great-grandparents survived into their 90s. One of my great-grandfather on my mother's side actually was like 96 or 98.
Jesus.
Something like
I
that.
think when he died.
Yeah.
And for his 95th birthday, we got him a 2-inch thick book of crossword puzzles that he had done in a week.
Oh my God.
This man was constantly using his brain, so he wasn't like
Yeah.
losing
It's
it to
important.
dementia or anything.
That makes me want to go get those little like brain game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They,
It keeps
they
you
have all
fresh.
like
Brain
the
age.
what is it called?
Brain age, train your brain
Is it Brain Age?
for the
That's
DS.
one of-
Yeah, the ones with
Yeah.
the DS. It makes
Yeah.
me want to get those, but
Those-
also then it's gonna make me feel real dumb.
Yeah. Those are like $2 a game.
Also, you know what you could actually, if you haven't played them yet, I highly recommend the Professor Layton games.
Yeah, yeah.
Because those are
heard.
really
Think
good
about
for
those,
challenging
too.
your brain, but they're also really, really, really well written stories.
See, you also have like I have Scribblenauts. Scribblenauts is one of the first
Scribblenauts is great.
DS games I actually got.
Yeah.
But I got real annoyed with it because I couldn't figure out certain levels.
Yeah. I downloaded a couple of those like
I'm that
train your
guy.
brain apps, and
Yeah.
all I do is get frustrated because
Yeah.
I haven't learned in so long. I don't know how
Mhm.
anymore.
Oh no.
Oh no. What are we on?
I was saying oh no to Sarah and her not learning in so long.
Oh.
Yeah.
Did the thing you told me about earlier about Call of Duty, did that happen this week or did you just read it?
I just read about it today. I
'Cause-
think it did happen.
Can we talk about that?
Yeah,
I
okay.
feel like that's gaming
I don't
news
have-
All right, what
involved.
happened?
I don't have a ton of
I
details.
don't know if Proxy even knows.
I
No.
don't.
I don't have a ton of details, but this is what I know. I think it was this week. It may have even been like today or
Either way,
yesterday.
we're discussing it this week. What's the source?
One Call of Duty player, who I will call Bill, threatened another Call of Duty player, who I will name
Ted? Can it be Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure in Call of Duty?
Sure.
Sweet. Bill and Ted's Call of Duty Adventure.
Okay, so Bill threatened Ted
Okay.
and said, "I will call SWAT to your house."
That's a popular thing.
It is. I learned that.
Yeah.
Ted said, "Okay, bitch."
Yeah, it was
Today or yesterday?
recently. There's articles from like 8 hours ago.
Okay.
So swatting is not like really a new thing.
No,
but
it's not.
No, it's
So
not.
that's the thing. Okay, so Bill threatens Ted and says, "Ted, I'm going to call SWAT to your house." And Ted says, "Okay, bitch, here's my address." And gives Bill a fake address.
Oh no.
Bill calls SWAT to this fake address, which is like down the street from Ted's actual house. SWAT goes to the house, and I believe a 28-year-old man leaves the house, like exits the house, and police shoot him, and he is dead.
Oh no.
According to his family, the guy that walked out and is dead didn't even play video games. That is the weirdest thing that happened this year. SWAT
Okay, so-
got called.
The worst, like, I mean, obviously the worst part is that some innocent person is dead
Oh yeah,
because of this. But even
the other worst part.
just to add to the worst, apparently, like the argument they got in was over like something worth $1.50.
And like,
What?
it's
This is gaming culture now, though.
apparently one of the articles I read. So this, I don't know if this is true. I was too angry to look into it at like when I was reading it. Apparently, Bill called SWAT and was like, "Oh, this guy's mom is being like murdered by his dad. You have to go over there." So they go over there. The SWAT goes there thinking there's a homicide happening. And then a dude comes out and they go, "Oh, I don't know what to do," and they shoot and kill him.
Which is crazy because you would think that SWAT is like, if
The
police
best
have to go
trained.
through training, then SWAT have to
Oh
like.
yeah, no,
hit a
that's what
whole
I said
nother
because I was
level.
like, I feel like it should be the same kind of level of like to become a detective. You have like to get to the level of detective.
Absolutely.
You have to be an
Yeah.
officer for X amount of time.
Yeah.
You should have a hell ton of training.
I associate SWAT with like busting down your door and screaming at the top of their lungs, "Get on the ground!"
Yeah, like
Right.
if this was like a rent-a-cop
So,
at a
like-
mall, I'd be like, yeah, all right, makes sense that he got scared and shot somebody. Doesn't make it okay, but it's a little bit more understandable to see how we got from point
They're
A
more
to
like
point B.
human level.
But like,
Whereas
SWAT,
you expect SWAT to be like one step below or on par with like military.
SWAT doesn't even kill like mass shooters.
I feel like they should also be aware that this kind of thing happen, like that swatting.
Yeah,
is a thing.
I was gonna say
Yeah.
because it's been so like
Maybe they are. I don't know. I'm
I
not
don't
part of
know.
a SWAT team. I don't know.
I'm pretty sure a lot of them are aware of it because it seems like it
It's a
maybe
thing.
not this year, but I remember it happening a lot. especially to Twitch streamers, because they're just like, hey, I'm trying to have fun and play some video games and do some
People
stuff, and
fucking hate
all of
it.
a sudden the SWAT team busts in, and so whoever called them is like sitting at home laughing.
Yeah.
But it's a federal crime.
Oh yeah.
To call SWAT for like a situation that's not.
It's a federal crime to commit. It's a federal
It's a
crime.
criminal crime.
It's a crime to commit a crime. It's a federal crime to report a false crime, and you can go to jail. And
so if you're out there listening, please don't
Yeah.
SWAT people.
And,
Come
way,
up with something more creative.
The Twitter account of Bill, who called SWAT, was like, it's been deleted and all the tweets are deleted, but someone got screenshots of them. He was like, I didn't kill that guy because I wasn't the one holding the gun. All I did was call SWAT on a kid.
You caused
And it's like,
it.
you caused this
All
whole
I did
chain.
was call SWAT on a guy who did nothing.
This made me so mad. Like, video games don't make people violent. I think people are just
Stupidity.
violent.
I think stupidity makes people violent.
Human
and
beings
unfortunately,
are
there's too
just
much of that.
Awful. I don't like the Call of Duty games.
See,
They're
I
not
liked
good.
the Call of Duty,
They're
some
not-
of them.
They're not good.
They're not great.
They're fun to play with your friends on your couch. Back when you could do that.
They're fun to play with everyone who is a teenager when you're 12 and you want to scream things about their mother.
Yeah.
The guy's account was suspended overnight. The guy who called the SWAT.
Which,
Jesus
like a
Christ.
Twitch account or like a...
I think his Twitter, maybe.
Oh yeah, his Twitter, like he was tweeting like, "Oh, this isn't my fault because I
Yeah,
didn't pull the trigger." And it's
The,
like
the quote on this one says, "I didn't get anyone killed because I didn't just discharge a weapon, and being a SWAT member isn't my profession."
that's not a fucking defense. You fucking criminal. I'm gonna find you. You won't need SWAT. I'm SWAT, bitch.
Another good quote.
I'm sure.
What if just a video of you with your collar hood
Oh my god.
all the ways tied up?
Hold on. I know that nobody can see us, but let's get a visual in the studio here.
Oh yeah. Oh, she's like Kenny, but green.
I'm ready to go.
She's like if Kenny was an asparagus.
Oh man. I don't even like asparagus. All right, hold on. Let's get this good.
Oh man.
Okay, now that I've like riled myself up, and
I know,
I'm
sorry.
mad, should we talk about our favorite games
Yes,
of
let's
2017?
change the subject
Yeah,
to a little lighter
let's get some
topic.
positive going around.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Like,
exit
I-
out of this here.
We're gonna go ahead in
Oh.
true Philly D fashion.
I'm so
Go
sorry.
ahead
that
and end with something positive.
yeah, I'm so sorry that a guy died though. Like for real, that fucking sucks.
I always feel bad when
he
innocent
was like,
people
he was
like.
28 years old. I'm not even.
I thought
28.
that story was going to take a very different turn. I thought you were going to be like, oh, he called SWAT on a random number, and when the police got there, he was about to murder someone.
Yeah,
so
no.
they actually stopped a real criminal crime.
No, so much worse.
That would have been great.
That would have
Yeah.
been an amazing story.
Yeah, no. So who wants to start? Who wants to go
Yeah,
with
let's
their favorite
talk
game?
about Proxy. What was your favorite game this year?
So
That came out this year. That's
favorite game that
That
came
came
out
out.
this year. See, it's difficult because there's quite a few games that came out this year that I didn't get to play, like Nier Automatopoeia.
If you're asking what's his face
Neo.
from the Game Awards, it's Nier Automata.
Nier Automata.
That sounds like a real word.
Automata.
Wait, what did it was like, yeah, Nier Automata, and it's like, no, it's Nier Automata. I said
Okay.
it right the first time. Anyway.
Automata. Do 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 do.
Mm.
Automata.
So, to be completely honest, the one that I've been playing a lot lately, but I haven't gotten through yet, was Mass Effect Andromeda, which is probably going to get me a lot of hate because when it came out, boy, was it garbage.
Oh, yeah.
I am not a stickler for graphics, and we've mentioned before that the facial animations were bad enough that it pulled me out of the story experience. So,
Yeah. It wasn't
sorry,
even- it wasn't
you
even-
messed up.
Yeah. It wasn't
I
even
had
good
to
to
wait.
laugh at.
And now they fixed it to the point where I can follow the storyline and not be like, why are you moving your mouth in that manner?
Yeah.
So I've actually been starting to try and follow the storyline. And although I'm not really as attached with the Ryder story arc as I
Yeah.
was with the Shepard story arc, it's still been pretty good. And you can still tell that it takes a lot from the same universe, which it should. But I'm glad I can finally enjoy it now.
Yeah.
Other than that, I think Persona 5 came out this year.
It did.
I haven't
did.
got. I've
I haven't
only
gotten a
played the
chance
first
to
few
play it.
hours of it, but from what I've played from those first few hours, I have a feeling if I had a chance to play more of it, if I could play more of it, like
Do you not own it? Did you?
no,
Where have you been
Mark bought
playing
the collector's edition, and he brought it over so he could play it day
it?
one.
Oh.
And whew, It was so good. But realistically, I think my favorite potential game for 2017 has to be Recoil, the laser tag system that I bought.
Yeah, that is really
Because
fun.
for those that haven't seen it, the Recoil system, it's basically laser tag. It runs off a central Wi-Fi hub that you put either outdoors or indoors, depending on your area. And the guns have a mount on the side of them for your phone, which acts as your radar for where other players are at. And it gives you feedback about, like how many hits you've taken, if you're dead, if you need to reload, all that stuff. And they've got enough. There's some actual heft to the guns, first off.
Yeah.
And they have an actual kickback. So not, anything terribly powerful, but it still is really satisfying. So they all link up through Wi-Fi, and you can have, I think it's up to like 16v16.
Which would be absolutely bonkers.
A lot.
Which is a lot of players. But it gets people, like, back out and about.
Yeah.
Because I know Luna, one of my coworkers at GameStop, picked up, I think she has 4 or 5 guns now. It might be more than that. And like a grenade and some other things. So like she gets a bunch of her friends together, and some of them bring guns over. So then they've got like a decent game going.
Mm-hmm.
And they've got a couple of different styles of guns out right now. I got the starter pack, which is just like 2 handguns and the base. So it's not a whole lot of fun, but it has a lot of potential. If I can find a way to get more guns for it and get more people involved once it warms up and it's not -8 outside, then I think it could be a really, really good outdoor game.
Yeah. No, it is kind of fun. It's very fun. It feels, I don't know what a real gun feels like. I've never held a gun in my life, but it feels like not a Nerf gun. It's heavy. It feels nice in my hand.
It feels like not a laser gun either.
Yeah.
Because if you've ever played laser tag, they're like cheap. They're plastic. They're just
it was very nice to hold it and point it at you and shoot you and you were dead. It felt great.
Well, thanks.
Sarah's no longer allowed to be SWAT.
I just
but it's a really fun
myself.
system, and I'm super pumped about it because I loved laser tag growing up. I liked being outdoors and being able to be interactive, and I find it's a nice crossover between augmented reality and just going out and playing a game.
Yeah. And now
I think you can use just the app. You don't have to have more guns, but
that wouldn't be fun.
the guns definitely make it like
Yeah.
the real experience.
Yeah.
And they've got mounts on the bottom of them for a GoPro camera or an action cam,
Which is super cool.
which I was able to mount my Polaroid Cube to.
Yeah.
That's fun.
So yeah, it's
That could make for some.
it makes for some
Interesting
really
video.
good videos.
Wow.
Wow. Completely off topic. I saw somebody filming a parkour video when I was in Boston the other day.
Oh
Oh
And
my
man.
god!
I am never going to be able to find it
No.
ever on YouTube.
Parkour in
I'm
Boston.
sure they were like filming it for YouTube because there was like 5 of them filming the one guy, and it was like, look at your angles, look at you go.
Oh yeah,
I don't know. You might be able to, like, I would keep an eye on, like, the parkour in Boston,
Right.
like, YouTube search and be like, that's where I was. This must be it.
I have
was
forever
an
regretted
experience.
not asking one of the kids who was also going to my school. He wasn't one of my classmates, but every time I'd go into school and I was heading to class, there was a kid outside of the college with a camera on the ground, and he was doing like pop and lock dance routines, and he was really, really good at it. And I was like, I know that this kid's gonna have this up on his channel. I don't have the time to wait for him to be done, and I'm not gonna interrupt his video to ask him what his channel is.
Don't be that asshole.
I don't want to be that guy, so I didn't, and regrets.
That's okay.
But that's my list of favorite games for 2017.
Yeah, Sarah, what were your favorite
Oh,
games?
I was going to say, maybe I'll run into him one of these days and
Probably.
I can be like, hey, what's your channel? Do you have a business card? My favorite game, shockingly, I have a favorite game that came out this year because I'm not a fan of playing games that actually come out.
Sarah likes to play the games that don't come out.
I do. I like to make them myself in my head.
It's her favorite thing. She'll just go around to gaming conventions and be like, oh, have you played this game? And people are like, yeah, I played that game. And she's like, I lied. It doesn't exist. Never came out.
And then I disappear in a cloud of glitter and smoke.
What are you, Naruto?
Called out. Called you out on your shenanigans.
My favorite game from this year was Horizon Zero Dawn.
I should have known because I
Should've
forgot
known.
that had come out this year.
Yeah.
Like, I've played a little bit of it, and it's really good. But
Honestly,
I wouldn't call it, like, my favorite.
I see, when Jeff was playing it months before I did, like, as soon as it came out, I was like, this is really cool. I like that it's a girl main character, that you're tied into that, because that doesn't happen often enough. I like that she has a really riveting story that revolves around herself and not like, I have to find my boyfriend. I don't give a shit. Her story revolves around herself and her mystery, and that's awesome. It's an interesting story that, like, about 10 hours into the game, I was crying because it, like, I got so into it that something happened, and I got really emotional, and I was just crying. It's a beautiful game. Everything, okay, not everything. A lot of things look really great. There's fucking robot dinosaurs.
Yeah, I mean,
how
like,
much better can
how
it
can
get?
you beat
But
a robot dino?
I'm only like 16 or so hours into the game, and I've somehow managed to desperately avoid spoilers.
Amazing. I've see you talking about it makes me want to play it.
Oh, it's so good. And I think,
And I've also
like,
seen exactly no spoilers.
yeah, like
Somehow.
the only one I knew of, like, because I watched it happen when Jeff played, is something that happens kind of in the beginning. So
Right.
it was like over pretty quick, and I knew it was
Yeah.
coming. So I was like, okay, that one isn't that bad.
Right.
Basically everything else, like, I don't know. Can I help you?
No, apparently. This is not what I wanted. How do I get out of it? How do I get out of it?
What is happening?
I hit the wrong button on my phone.
Apparently.
This is why I shouldn't be allowed to Snapchat. Oh no.
Like I don't. Aloy is in the middle of a mystery the whole game.
Mhm.
Whoa. In the middle of a mystery the whole game, and I don't know how that mystery ends. I have no idea what's gonna happen, and it's kind of actually great. Like, before I beat Fallout 4, I knew what the whole secret was.
Right,
You know?
yeah.
Like, I know the whole ending of the Mass Effect series because it's old and I'm behind the times.
Yeah.
But I don't know what happens to Aloy. And I hope it's good because she deserves great things. She's my baby and I love her. But it's been so good. I'm only like 16 hours into the game. So don't fucking spoil it for me. Anybody. I'll kill you.
SWAT Sarah will come for you.
SWAT Sarah and my big beefy dad arms are gonna come for you.
Oh,
She's gonna be wearing the dad shirts too.
I am. I have a rad dad shirt. That's all.
And a
Marvel
golf
characters.
cardigan.
SWAT now stands for
Yeah.
Sarah with a tude.
I'm getting that tattooed on myself. I'm getting that tattooed on my body immediately because that's what I do now. Apparently,
Everyone just has to get immediate tattoos when they hear
It's
cool
your
things.
new name tag.
huh?
It's your new name tag. We're gonna get you a name tag.
Yeah, it's
We're gonna
gonna
get you a nameplate.
Right under my collarbone. So that
What
people
if
see.
what if we get you a name tag that's reversible? So when you're in a good mood, it's just Sarah.
It's Sarah?
You got to get it
with
done
The
in
other
one of
side,
those
when you-
fonts.
Yeah, when you get grumpy.
you.
Get
Sarah
one
with the dude.
Get it in one of those fonts so that, like, when you flip it upside down, it says something different.
Oh my god.
Oh man.
One of those inverse type deals.
Yeah.
So yeah, Horizon is
So good.
something.
It's so good. Just play it.
Actually,
If someone is like, "Hey, I want to play this. Should I play this?" Yes. Just go
Actually-
buy it.
Did Bound come out this year?
I don't know.
I don't know. You fucking Google it.
I'm gonna do the thing where I do the thing. Jeez.
The thing we do think. Proxy, you guess what my favorite game this year was? I have a favorite game this year.
Yeah, Corey has a favorite
I
game.
have a favorite game.
Corey doesn't play games, but Corey has a favorite game. And I'm
Listen,
very
I
proud.
play I play few games.
You do.
I play a few games, but I watch a lot more than a few games.
Yeah.
I
See-
watch you guys play most games, or like if there's a game I'm particularly interested in, I will watch Let's Players or
Yeah.
whatever, my friends streaming it.
Yeah.
Because I'm interested in the game, but also I know I suck at video games
Yeah.
personally, so I would
Same.
never get through it.
Oh, I was gonna say something about Horizon. I can always move my PS4 into the living room so you can play too, because Horizon has story mode now, which is just like super Weenie Hunt Junior mode.
I love me a Weenie Hunt Junior mode.
At first, I was really stressed because, like, in the beginning, you're a child Aloy and you're in a tutorial, and you have to sneak from grass patch to grass patch and avoid the dinosaurs with flashlights on their heads. And you save a kid, and then you go back. And I was real stressed because I was like, I don't know how to fight these things. I don't think I can fight these things. I have to sneak. It's really stressful. And then I realized, wait, if they hit me, I'm not going to die immediately. I'm on super easy mode. If they hit me, I have plenty of time to, like, figure it out and
React.
recover. Even if you're bad at games, I think you'd be good at Horizon because it gives
I'm gonna play that.
do it. It gives you plenty
I'm
of
gonna
time
do
to,
it.
like, learn the game. And the controls
Right.
aren't super weird.
Mhm.
They're once you get used to them, they're really intuitive. I wanted to mention that before we got
That
off
is a good
topic
thing
and I
to
forget
mention.
forever.
Proxy.
Yes.
Proxy, you're guessing what my favorite game was. What
I
was my
sure
favorite
was.
game?
Is it Animal Crossing Pocket Camp?
It's not. That is a good
Shockingly.
guess. That is
I thought
worth
it would be a
the
good guess since
mention.
you put more hours into it than I have.
I have.
By a
You're
lot.
not wrong.
Nope. Is
Also rude.
it? I don't know if it came out this year.
How dare?
Is it Don't Starve?
No.
I don't think that one came out this year.
I don't think it came out.
I don't think it did either, but
When did it come on to PS4?
yeah,
This
I
is
would
a good
count that if
question.
it came out if it released on the PS4 this year, then I would count it.
Well, shit, in that case, Undertale for the PS4
Oh, fair, very fair.
would destroy anything else
Yeah.
for me because that game, whoo, boy.
That game destroyed.
2016.
Yeah, all the good stuff came out 2016.
Yeah. What a great year.
That's for sure my favorite game that we got this year.
Yeah.
That we discovered had come out this year. No, it was Prey.
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 Oh,
Yeah.
Prey came out
I
this year.
forgot Prey came out this year.
Yeah,
We
it
looked
just
it
kind
up.
of got slid right under the rug.
It did. It was so hot
As
for
do-
like a month.
But I'm super into those like smaller horror type
Oh,
games
yeah.
like that.
It's Prey.
Like Soma. I fucking
Oh, yeah.
love Soma.
I feel like Prey and Soma.
and I'm like, I
Alien
mentioned
Isolation-
Soma to somebody and they're like, what?
I feel like Prey and Soma and Alien Isolation are on that
Ooh.
same level of like,
Yeah.
it's a linear story, but it's so,
Mhm.
it captivates you.
I'm also a big fan of it because it actually made Jeff scream.
Oh man, I'm
Which
so sad I missed
tickled me.
Oh man.
that. Jeff
on
screaming.
that same note, I'd like to give an honorable mention on my behalf to actually, which would probably outrank Mass Effect. Just I don't own it, so I haven't been able to beat it yet. Was Resident Evil 7.
Ooh,
Very solid
Ooh.
horror title.
so good.
Really loved what they've done with it. The graphics are phenomenal, and wow,
You know,
just
Allegra Frank at Polygon made a video that was about how Resident Evil 7 is a game about Resident Evil. And that sounds weird, but it's true. Resident Evil 7
Welcome to the Twilight Zone.
is it's a game that's about the bigger story of it. And
you've entered into a game not of sight and sound, but of evil.
I hate you so much, both of you.
Not
It
of sight
just-
and sound, but of sight and sound.
A lot of people are like, "Oh, Resident Evil 7 was not a Resident Evil game." It's like, no, it was. It was a gift to you.
A
Fuck
present.
off.
Merry fucking holiday. You know what else came out this year that I think is worth mentioning?
What's
Hell
that?
yeah!
Bendy and the Ink Machine came out this year.
Oh my god,
I can't believe you forgot
is
about Bendy.
For
Oh my
sure,
God.
something worth mentioning.
it certainly is. That's definitely one of my favorite horror titles.
Yeah, it's
Not
been
just
a
of this
decent
year, but of all time.
It's
Like
been a decent year for
it's-
games.
I'm glad, but I'm also wary because Bendy has taken up the insane fan base that maybe not the same people, but kind of the same popularity of what was once Five Nights at Freddy's.
Mm-hmm.
Five Nights is kind of like it's aged enough to be a, like thing that like yeah people know what it is, but
Right.
Bendy's the hot new thing, and
It's the same worry that I always have when a new game comes out and becomes really popular. Is like, are the Homestucks going to get to this and make it bad?
I don't know. I mean, I think it's fair to say that Undertale's been around for a while, and even though that did blow up, I don't think it got nearly as bad as what Homestuck became.
No, and it's definitely calmed down, despite the fact that it did release for PS4, which is kind of weird. It did calm down, and a lot of people are really chill now. But there were,
But yeah, so geez, I'm gonna be
Well-
full of
While we're on that topic, actually, there was a Homestuck game that was released this year in
Yeah.
September.
my friend
That's
Cohen
super
helped
meta.
make it.
Yeah, I actually knew this when it happened. I don't know if you guys talked about it on the podcast or not, because
We
I'm a
did
good
not.
we
person.
didn't.
I knew about this when it happened because I noticed at AAC, another anime convention for anyone that doesn't know, while I was there, I noticed there was a lot of Homestuck cosplays. And while like there's always some. There's
Yeah.
always one or two, but there was like a really large amount this year.
Enough to be suspicious.
It was enough for me to be like, what's going on though? And then I was informed that the game had just released.
Yeah.
And
Which
that's
seems
why
super meta.
it had that sort of resurgence, at least in like the cosplay convention type scene.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
isn't like
It was
Homestuck
very
based
alarming.
around a game in the first
is.
place?
I think so.
Yeah, it's like you're like the kid playing the game, and then
Yeah.
the whole
The
thing
game destroys
happens.
the world, basically.
I don't know.
I really want to read into it, but again, it's
one
one of those things I don't want to have to read through like 10 days worth of text to get
I
to
know
the good stuff.
it's so hard.
Could someone just summarize?
The cool thing about Hype Swap is I just
Which is
want
what the game is called.
Yes, I just want to make sure that I'm not lying. Fucking Wikipedia, please, Google. My friend Cohen, here's his name, Cohen Edenfield or Edenfield. We are kind of friends on Twitter. He's fucking awesome, and he worked on this. So I'm very proud that my little buddy from Twitter made a game that became really popular, even though it's about Homestuck, and I don't like Homestuck. I'm very proud of him.
Be supportive of your friends.
I mean, considering some of the music for Homestuck was composed by
Toby Fox.
Toby Fox.
Yeah, I mean, that I can...
Which, we had a moment the other day at GameStop. I was talking to Nino because our PlayStation 4 display was off. Normally it's on, and I know it's on because it's constantly cycling Undertale music, and then it'll talk about Fortnite and do some other stuff, like promo stuff.
Yeah.
And we got almost to the end of our shift, and I looked over and I went, the PlayStation 4 system is off. And she was like, what do you mean? And I was like, I haven't heard Undertale all night. And she goes, thank God, I'm so sick of it. I was like, you shut your mouth, Toby Fox is a genius.
I mean, listening to it all day, every day, I'd lose my mind too.
Probably. She is there a lot more often than I am. But I mean,
Yeah.
I sit at home and try and learn freaking
Megalovania.
Undertale musics
Yeah.
on my ocarina.
I mean,
so
Megalovania is a banger, so it's okay.
it certainly is. Almost got down the tune from the music box.
Every time I hit play on my phone, I don't know if it's going to do it. I don't have a lot of music on here because I can't decide what I want. That's not what I wanted at all.
Oh, Apple Music.
Every time...
Everyone's favorite.
shut up. Every time I hit play on my music, it'll just pick something, and every single time...
Doggo!
Every single time, the first thing it picks is Temp Shop from Undertale. And
Oh
every
my
single
God,
time,
it's
I'm
so
like...
good.
Is it really picking a random then?
It's not. I don't know why it determines that like it's Temp Shop, which is a T. It's from Undertale, which is a U. You'd think it would have picked something higher
Right.
up in the alphabet. I don't know.
It knows. It's trying to help Tem pay for college.
I wanted.
Go on.
I want to
I'm
give.
going to bring up a thing real quick.
Oh, okay, that's fine. I'm changing the subject. I want to give an honorable mention to Five Nights at Freddy's sister location, since we just mentioned it really quick. Because that did come out this year. What are you laughing at?
It did. Not Sister Location, but the Pizzeria Simulator came out this year.
Wait, when did Sister Location come out?
I
Not this year?
Maybe it did. Hold on.
I don't remember.
Stand by.
Two of you are looking it up. I swear to God, Sister Location came out this year. Where have I?
Nope,
oh my
October
God, no, I
7th,
didn't.
2016.
Okay, never mind then.
So Pizzeria Simulator, however, did drop this year.
Okay, so change that to Pizzeria Simulator. I thought the Sister Location came out earlier this year.
Annabelle sent me this the other day.
Aww.
It's for those that can't see it. It's a little
Who's
Tem,
everybody?
and she said she's got her graduation cap on, and it says "You did it."
Undertale jokes.
I love it. Anyway,
So honorable mention to Scott Cawthon. Honorable mention to Scott Cawthon for fucking nailing
Doing it again.
cranking out
Nailing it
another
again.
one.
Pizzeria Simulator was a really amazing ending buddy quotes to the FNAF series. I say ending with 87 quotes around it on either end because it's never going to be the end.
Five Nights at
And
50 Shades.
It doesn't satisfy me, much like 50 Shades.
Hey.
So
But that's a different podcast.
yeah.
Again.
So it didn't. The ending didn't satisfy me, but it was still really good. Really, really well done. I like just the fucking everything about it was so good.
It's the everything.
Just the
Just the everything was really good.
Just,
What'd you like about it? The whole thing.
just the all.
Toe to tip. It was good.
Someone earlier was like, "What the fuck is mochi?" And I was like, "It's soft."
It's almost like gummy candy.
I
to be
don't know.
honest.
It's made of soft and it's delicious.
It's
Rice. Made of rice.
There's a song by Leet Street Boys. I forget the name of the song itself, but there's a lyric in it that says the streets are paved with mochi, and I'm like, those have got to be the squishiest streets.
Oh, no.
Also, I don't want to eat that mochi because people have been stepping on it, but
No.
No thanks.
I forgot what I was gonna say. This is the last podcast, what are you guys excited for? What are you excited for next year for games?
Monster Hunter Worlds.
Calm down.
Wow. Take a breath.
I'm
Very excited for
Think
Monster
about
Hunter
it for a
Worlds.
second.
There's a lot of things. To be honest.
Contemplation moment.
I can't contemplate. I'm just going to change my answer 5 times over the next 10 minutes.
I am very excited for the new Shadow of the Colossus, despite
Yes.
everything that everyone is saying. I don't give a shit. Shadow of the Colossus. I'm very excited for E3 because I feel like Bethesda is sitting on something and I don't know what they're sitting on.
It's probably a chair.
I hate you both.
Knowing Bethesda, that chair might actually be an alien.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
So I'm excited about that. Death Stranding, because
Right.
that might come out next year, but either way, I feel like once a month we're gonna get a new mini trailer or full trailer from Kojima.
We're gonna have like a whole movie.
We're gonna have a whole movie and it's not gonna explain a fucking thing. And I
I'm okay
love
with
it.
that. As long as he compiles the whole movie into one thing and I can buy it on Blu-ray.
Yeah,
then
right.
I'm good
I
with
don't
that.
care. I don't care. I will
Like-
watch it.
Kojima, put together whatever you want. I'm going to buy it.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah.
Um,
And he knows it too.
does.
So I'm excited about either the game coming out or just more stuff about it because more is coming.
The hype.
The hype.
of
hyped.
course, The Last of Us 2.
Oh yes. When do we know when? I don't remember.
I don't
when.
know. Whenever it's ready.
When it's cooked. I am so excited.
I'm excited for a few things. One of which being God of War, the new God of
Ooh,
War
yeah.
4. I'm
looks so
mostly
good.
because I'm interested to see for a game that came from fixed camera angles to really give you a sense of scale.
Yeah.
How are they going to hold up doing an over-the-shoulder camera angle? Like,
I think-
As of right now, The Last of Us 2, from what I'm catching in glimpses, is set to release late next year or early 2019.
I really like having you on the podcast because you always look up the stuff that we're like, I don't know. I never do it. I just go. And that's why we're credible.
so God of War 4
Oh,
and most immediately I'm looking forward to Monster Hunter Worlds.
Because
Because
January
that January 10th, I believe.
20. I have it written down as January
Is it?
26th, but I could be wrong.
Maybe. I don't know. January something.
January 26th.
Something's going on the
In
10th.
my planner, it's a very popular day because that's the day that Pokemon Crystal becomes available in the Nintendo eShop for the 3DS.
January
and shit.
26th.
And Monster
Okay.
Hunter World comes out that day too. So that's a real hot day.
It sure is.
Goodbye, money.
So that God of War, Last of Us Part 2,
Yeah. It's
Death
gonna,
Stranding especially.
2018 has to be a better year than this one was.
I am also really looking forward to not only E3 but like the con circuit. Even though I don't have tickets to go, PAX East,
Yeah.
because I have friends that are going, so I'm
Yeah.
hoping I can get in touch with them and be like, hey, take some photos, send them to me, give me a synopsis of your weekend. I'd love to share that with like our listeners
Yeah.
/ our viewers.
Yeah.
Bless you.
Bless you.
Bless you.
Okay.
Bless
you're
you.
fine. I'm so excited, and now that I've seen a Game Awards, I've never watched them before. Now that I've
I
seen one, I'm kind
love
of
it.
excited for next year because I know what I'm going into. Because most of the whole time I was like, I want to fucking die. Can someone just give me a rundown of everybody that wins so I can go to sleep now? But honestly, it was fun, and I like watching award shows anyway because there's always some drama that happens.
There's always
and-
something fun to talk about, and
Yeah.
if there's one thing I've found since we started doing video game journalism for the website and whatnot for YeahDude Gamers,
Mhm.
I really, really like covering things that like they happen, and I write an article about it. When they announced Super Mario Run, when they announced Animal Crossing Pocket Camp,
Mhm.
those were two things
Yeah.
that I immediately ran to my computer,
You're-
wrote an article at 1 a.m. and posted it, and I
Yeah.
was like, "This needs to go out right
which
now."
is good because like you're so much better at that kind of stuff than I am. I would prefer the like I've been sitting on this for a week. I've gotten all the information I possibly can. I've like hacked into the website to get all the codes. I like to map pad it and then post my article where you're like, I know this is what I know about it. This is just hot off the press.
I've got more of that game rank sort of fuel behind me. Like, which also shout out to Jake Baldino and the crew over at Game Ranks.
Shout out to Game Ranks.
I've been enjoying like everything they've been. You know, I feel kind of like I have a personal connection with their path because I remember when they first started showing up on YouTube, and I was like, Game Ranks. Like, I like these guys because they're not IGN. Their opinion isn't paid for.
Yeah,
they're just kind of doing their own thing, and the consistency of releasing a new video every single day, and like the effort that Jake Baldino and Falcon and the other like crew members there. But it sounds like it started off mostly just being like Jake doing a thing. Yeah. And I don't know how accurate that is, but to have watched it go from this little indie channel that was just kind of putting out video content when they could, or like every couple times a week, and now it's every single day. Yeah. It's consistent, and they're being able to do giveaways and all sorts of other stuff like
via an actual website with ads on the top, sidebars, and bottom.
Yeah. I can't say that we're ever going to get that, but
no, I don't want to be like that.
So one thing I forgot that I was excited about for E3. Supposedly, we'll see if it actually happens or not, but the Kingdom Hearts 3 release date is supposed to be revealed at E3 2018.
Hell yeah.
Along with the release date for Half-Life 3, no doubt.
Because goddamn, we've been waiting.
Yeah. Oh my god. What if 2018's retribution for 2017 being so bad in every possible way except video games?
We said that about 2017 with 2016.
Did we?
Yeah, but 2016 was a really solid year for games.
It was.
Like, we didn't realize that until 2017.
Like, yeah.
So probably next year we're going to realize all the great things that came out under the radar for 2017 and be like,
yeah,
these were so good.
What if? Plus, we're doing a podcast now, so we're like a little bit more aware of shit.
Yeah.
What if Half-Life 3, Left 4 Dead 3, Portal 3? What if?
It's just going to come out on the Orange Box 2.
What if
Team Fortress 3?
That sounded like a fake cough sneeze.
It was just me like clearing my throat. I didn't want a full on cough.
Borderlands
anymore.
3. I would play the daylights out of that.
Is there not one?
There's Borderlands, Borderlands 2, Borderlands the pre-sequel, Tales from the Borderlands.
Forgive me.
And that's it.
So there's 4 games and none of them are the third.
4 games and none of them are exactly.
Journey.
Well, one of them is
3.
a Telltale series. Journey 2.
I said 3. We're on a 3 roll.
What was that other? What was that other game that came out or is coming out for iOS from the creators of Journey?
Sky.
Is that not out yet?
No.
Because then I'm looking forward to that. I'm not even gonna get to play it, but I'm.
No. Ooh. Well, no. I mean, it's not like I'm not gonna let
like that game
play
company.
It depends on how much.
Them.
If it's gonna be like $10, I'm gonna be like, okay, everybody give me $2 and we can all play it.
I'm down. I'll throw money at that.
If it's gonna be like $5, like whatever. Nope, no Sky on the App Store yet.
It's something I'm looking forward to for this coming year.
It's supposed to launch in March 2018 for Apple TV, iPhone, and iPad.
Yeah, see, every single
Sarah will get to play it.
Anything yet about Android?
No, I think they have a deal with iPhone with Apple right now because they said maybe. I never bothered to look at the like release date or anything because I'm credible and really good at my job.
We're just about at our hour for the evening. So I want to go ahead and actually wrap out the last podcast of this year with something that I'm super excited for 2018. And that is, for those that don't know, or for those that this is your first time listening to our podcast, I have been in college for the last 2.5 years for video and film production, specifically to work on things like this.
Yep.
I started a YouTube channel back in 2014 with a friend of mine, and I went like full head first into everything. And I was like, I want to put a professional education behind what I'm doing to make better content around video games. And it's been a struggle between school and trying to manage the website and our social media and actually put out content and manage a podcast, and just everything has been.
Proxy's
it's been a lot on the plate.
7 people.
So
in like
but now
a trank.
As of last week or the beginning of this week, actually, I got an email from the college. I have officially graduated.
Hell yeah!
I'm so proud.
So I will be receiving my diploma when they go out next year. Yep. They have the ceremony and all that I'll be in. But
so I
am done with
Hell yeah.
college for now.
For now.
So you get your diploma in like February or something, right?
Yeah.
And then you get to walk in May when the big walk happens. Okay, good.
So that'll be good.
Your parents get to see an
that's
actual
gonna be,
graduation.
That'll be my Christmas gift to my parents.
Shade.
That's gonna, but
Rude.
I'm really excited to be able to take a lot of the time that I've been spending in school and move that to time spent actually doing productions and trying to get more of the content we want to make out to the world. More podcasts, more videos, and start an actual set schedule for live streaming.
Yeah.
I'm very excited because this is what I've been wanting to do. And I feel like once we're on a more consistent basis and people know when we're around and when to check us out, we'll start developing that community.
Yeah.
Like I have no delusions of grandeur that we're gonna be amazing and we're gonna have thousands of viewers and it's gonna be like we're gonna live on ad rev.
I would really like to just have even like 10 people who sometimes check us out a couple times a week.
I had so much fun
amazing.
that summer that we were all streaming every night at 10.
It was so
and
great.
We had like 2 or 3 people that were regulars.
Yeah.
One, Vic was there like every night.
Uh-huh.
And it was just so much fun to play games and chat with people and just kind of chill out.
Yeah.
And I'm very much looking forward to a lot more of that in 2018. So
It was
if
just
you're
fun. And now, like, until one of us decides that there's something more they want to do, all we have to do is go to our shitty day jobs. There's nothing like, oh, I have to go back to school in a couple weeks. There's no like, oh, I have to go on vacation or I have to drive to Florida, for example. There's none of that. We just have to live our goddamn lives.
Yeah. So I wanted to say Happy New Year to everyone that we are not going to talk to until next year.
Yeah.
And thank you guys for tuning in that stopped by for our first live stream.
Yeah.
Hopefully we'll be continuing these.
Hopefully. This podcast dies when I
no,
die.
the podcast won't die. I'm just saying hopefully we'll be continuing doing it live. I like doing the live thing.
Yeah, this is kind of fun.
So
I don't want to do it
check
every
us
week,
out.
though. I'm stressed.
Check out our social media and whatnot to keep an eye on that. If you're not following us, you can check us out at YeahDudeGamers.com, where you can find all the articles we post up, the podcasts, and all the other fun stuff that we're up to. So thank you for sticking with us for this year, and we look forward to a much better year for video games in 2018. Merry holidays and Happy New Year.
Yeah.
Yep.
I've been Jack Mackerel.
Hey, that's my line. You son of a bitch.
For the last time in 2017, I'm still not Jeff.
Thank you guys.
And good night.